It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Levis. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A run for Pierce out of the gun. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Levis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter now. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Kamara will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. but they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now they can't bring him down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Black swap. 52 blaster.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bears' 33-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Drill green. Black ultra. Ready.
Ritter. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
On 1st down, Levis. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown! A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a 1st down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, pushing through the contact. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
43 rail.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Going for it on 4th down, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play deep.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. On 1st down, Ritter. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green gap.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Completes this one to Thornton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The kick by Watts is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third down and 1. Going for it with Pierce. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Tim Patrick, 57 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Let's go.
Ritter back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He's got it with the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Levis on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down, here's Levis. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Levis. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears' 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Levis to throw it. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And Levis going to change the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
6-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Levis back to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Pierce. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Here we go, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Red, yellow.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score Bears 21, Giants 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
17.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Field, black. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, help me out here. Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Fights off the defender. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A Ritter's throw into the hands of Fenn. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll get this out to Kamara. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown Giants! Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Levis looking to move him around a bit. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down. In motion goes Patrick. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. He'll get this one to Patrick. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's Pierce. He's going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. 16 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there?
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Pushes him aside at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. 20. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Levis. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears. Dameon Pierce. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3-3. 52 blaster.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Green jack. Red cycle. Fury yellow.
3rd and short. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. 34 yards. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
Levis from the gun.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Levis to throw it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Hassan Reddick buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now 3rd down and very long. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Quick, yellow.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
32 yards.
And the Giants are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Levis.
Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Levis back to throw.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Levis, who's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw again.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Zay Jones
From 4 yards out.
and the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over.
This is 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw.
Buying time to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Levis out of the shotgun now.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Here's Levis. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Camp cycle.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm